be the case. And there we see the dropship out from memory. We'll see if Luxury is going to be prepared to deal with this. There are no island expansions on this map, so keep that in mind. And Luxury, ooh, he's going to have trouble fighting this off, actually. Tanks coming in, and I don't know that he has anything to do with these tanks. Looks like an Overlord going to spot that dropship, but Memory, once again, he's going to push up and try to force... Ooh, the Mutalisks going up to engage that dropship. They're going to be able to take that out, but they might be caught out of position to help deal with the tanks on the front door. Didn't even realize the Mutalisks were out at this stage. Mutalisks trying to wind around, and it looks like that dropship, ooh, going to be able to swing back around. Luxury actually going to bring those Mutalisks to do some economic damage and force Memory to stay at home base. He's at the very least going to stop that expansion from going up at the mineral only. And yeah, now we're seeing the combo attack here. The dropship sneaking by. Maybe Luxury had to have seen it. I guess he's just ignoring it. And this is what I was talking about, forcing the multitasking, just forcing him to multitask like just insanely. He's at the very least, looks like actually, wow. Memory's going to be able to do a ton of damage with this attack. First of all, he's going to be able to damage the 6 o'clock location. Looks like he's concentrating there first. And he's going to be able to, I think he didn't get the unload off in time, but he's also going to be able to get some bonus drone kills inside Memory's main. So able to take out the hatchery right there. Losing a huge amount of his attack force, now dropping the vultures, and he's going to be able to do some economic damage. Otherwise, inside Memory's base, getting a lot of drone kills with it. Looks like those vultures were out there the entire time. Now the Mutalisks coming back, and so those vultures going to get absolutely annihilated. But honestly, I feel like Luxury actually might have come out ahead. So he lost a hatchery, but he very quickly is going to be able to reestablish that, and he wiped out all of Memory's ground forces at the meantime. And Luxury, in the meantime, was able to delay that additional expansion from going down from Memory, and at the same time able to kill a lot of units in general, and came out, I think, decently ahead. Didn't lose too many drones considering. So Memory now actually doing kind of a bit of a slow push, trying to establish a little bit of ground. Overlord running up to kind of see that, going up in position, and now we're seeing the Hydralisk-Mutalisk combo attack, which you can run off for a while off 3 gas, but which it'll delay tech for sure because it's such a gas-heavy build. Turret down. Luxury thinking he got that, now bringing it back, losing a Mutalisk though, which is going to hurt, and he's going to be able to, this is going to give Goliath time to get back in the back of the base, and it looks like that hatchery now going up again, and some vultures swinging around. And Vulture's going to be able to get some more drone kills at that mineral only, and also spot, I think a tank is doing some siege damage down below, or maybe that was just a drone I think that was just a drone exploding with minerals in hand, but able to do some more economic damage and disturb Luxury a little bit more even. And Luxury not taking up at this stage. Actually, no, there we are seeing him putting down the Queen's Nest and teching up Evolution Chamber down as well. So running in some Mutalisks, not able to get a lot done. He was able to, and just a little bit of miss micro there. Just one more hit on that turret would have helped him out a lot more. Not able to do so. But Luxury at 3 gas, but and he can still take that 9 o'clock. He can easily probably take and defend that 9 o'clock and that 3 o'clock, but not without Memory continuing with these vulture harasses, losing 2 vultures right there a little bit carelessly. But Memory's going to continue to keep patrolling that unit, and we'll see if he moves out in a minute here. He's got a large unit and a large diverse unit composition here to do a push. A lot of tanks, a lot of Goliaths, and a lot of vultures as well. Also establishing the 12 o'clock position right onto the Overlord view there, and a lot of vultures running to the north there. Some vultures engaging. Unfortunately, vultures do not stop Mutalisks, but planting, I guess, to stop the ground forces to help defend the Overlords, and he's going to be able to once again delay that expansion from going up, at least taking that expansion up temporarily. Mutalisks now backing off, so sending the wrong unit, unfortunately. Level 2 armor up for those Mutalisks, which will help them survive longer against those Goliaths. Take a little bit more brunt poundage. It looks like level 2 weapons also up for the Hydralisks. Probably level 1 Carapace going up as well. And now my question is what both players just kind of macroing up at this stage and playing, thinking about a longer game macro strategy, a little bit more of a brunt strategy. And honestly, I think that'll play. You don't want Terran to mass up, and I think. Honestly, that running in, losing a lot of units here. Vulture's actually engaging this fairly well, and Mutalisks coming alongside to kill this. And I think that might play a little bit into Luxury's favor, just because Luxury, again, keep in mind he pumped a lot of drones earlier. Even though he's had a hatchery delay, he managed to delay the Memory a lot more than Memory was able to delay him. Now he's got the Hive Tech up, and if he can get Swarm down, Swarm can really disrupt this. The Siege Tanks can still do Splash and Swarm, but the Goliaths rendered completely ineffective, and that also opens up, if you've got the Micro, you can, another dropship coming out, you can just bring the Mutalisks in, kill the tanks, and then bring in your attack units underneath, Zerglings or Hydralisks, into the Swarm to help deal against the Goliaths. That tends to be the kind of unit combination you want to do. Doesn't look like this this dropship not going to spout it out, but a ton of Mutalisks. Looks like 2 or 3 control groups of Mutalisks pushing up. Looks like that 9 o'clock position has been spotted up. Memory just going to completely ignore it, bring a majority of his troops to bear. Doesn't need the tanks and else not out there. The 12 o'clock Luxury once again able to delay that 12 o'clock position. Now bringing his Mutalisks back. The drop once again vultures only, so those Mutalisks going to be able to come back and stop this attack. Right now, I would honestly. These vultures not doing a lot with these drops, and it's interesting because usually when it's a medic marine combination, they can last a little bit longer. The mech build doesn't really work towards memory style as far as still able to get some, looks like some mine hits at least got 1 mine hit. The medic marine, I'm sorry, the mechanized, can't talk today. The mechanized build doesn't really work towards drops in my opinion, just because your units aren't rechargeable. They can't just sit there annoyingly, and it forces builds like the Mutalisk Hydralisk combination, which you can get your vultures get taken out very quickly. Anyway, looks like Luxury is getting pushed on right now, and wow, Memory was able to run up and establish position. I don't think his Dark Swarm to run into this. He might try to just brunt this down with the Mutalisks and Hydralisks he has. Tanks remaining unsieged. You can see a little bit of concentration on his face. He's able to catch, it looks like, the tanks out of siege position, bring the Mutalisks from the north. Charon Booster has been upgraded. It looks like an radiate off, but able to separate them very nicely, and it looks like those tanks are going to get taken out, and those Goliaths not going to be able to survive against those Mutalisks underneath. Looks like Luxury is going to be able to defend against this, and once again, able to take out a lot of science vessels and wiping out all of the forces of Memory. Memory's entire grouping sacrificed. You can see the sigh on his face like, crap, I wish I had gotten more out of that. So right now, Luxury in a very, very strong position. Vultures pushing into the 9 o'clock position. A lot of mines being planted there. Overlord kind of spotting out that upper left-hand base. Looks like they are going to get some drone kills at the very least at the 9 o'clock and maybe disrupt some gas. They're not going to, again, they're not going to last very long. Some Hydralisks pushing in, but at least able to get some drone kills at this stage. But again, I really don't feel like they're as effective in the drop. Luxury pushing into the 12 o'clock location with just a single turret up there, and only it looks like a couple Goliaths, but the Goliaths are going to be able to drive that off. So a quick counterattack, but a little bit sloppy. You can tell it was just kind of one of those thoughtless counterattacks. He's like, well, while I'm distracted, while he's distracted, let me try to do that. Not accomplishing a lot with it, though, but at the very least pushing Memory back. Memory has a lot of turrets up there across that mineral, only really worried about those Mutalisks, as you can see. And I think Luxury, actually, if he decided to play the game as kind of a map control game, kind of do a seal and isolation at this stage, I think he could, honestly, but it looks like he's going to push up. He wants to deny that 12 o'clock. He's doing some mine clearing now, and which is really going to delay those Mutalisks from coming, or those Hydralisks from coming in and supporting against those Goliaths to take those tanks. 1 tank down, 2 tank down, still 2, it looks like another tank in the background left, but Luxury has managed to create a little bit of a shunt. Oh, mines going off, though, and killing a huge grouping of Hydralisks. Looks like the Goliath, I'm sorry, the Overlord wasn't positioned to spot that, so even though he created, oh man, the entire Hydralisk